This is Robert from Search with Issues and also the Aerial. There's gonna be a few inconsistencies now that I'm, doing the editing process. First things first. Um, at the very beginning, we go on this channel how this is gonna be a backlog, which is a giant new, series we're gonna do every week. That's still gonna happen, but it's gonna serve as a mainline like weekly episode instead of Stories with Issues, and we're turning Stories with Issues into more of a flagship where we can spend a lot more time. That deserves to be, actually utilized. Then another one is probably gonna be the different recordings between this intro video and the rest of the video. I also realized that I need to switch recording softwares. So that's another process. A 7 minute like test footage run was 7 gigs, so it's a gig a minute. It's gonna be a fucking fun time uploading this on sticks middle of nowhere internet that I have. But you know what? It's gonna be great content. Great content is coming your way. I hope you guys enjoy it. And now back into the video. Hello, welcome to the Issues. I'm Robert.
I'm Lalo.
And I'm Jens.
We're doing this thing called Backlogged. Well, we take, individual issues that we really want to talk about, but we really normally can't because of how we format our show. Typically, we cover giant story arcs like, the death of Gwen Stacy, or the rise of the Hobgoblin, or the Black Suit Spider-Man.
Or the death of Jane the Wolf.
Yes, but sometimes we want to just dive a little bit deeper into single issues, typically more impactful ones, or just ones we want to talk about. Be Burrell of the Miles Morales, if he became Thor, that's coming up eventually.
Yeah, this is Robert's excuse to actually cover that story when I vetoed it from the beginning.
No, you haven't. You laughed.
Okay, I didn't veto it, but
you laughed at it when I brought that idea up.
Yeah, I did, actually. But this week, we are actually, this Wednesday, this is a Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday?
Yeah. Well, they'll see in this on Wednesday, hopefully, if you watch the channel. Why not start it off with something that our main host cares super passionately about? Spider-Man.
As if you couldn't already tell, I love Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's actually my favorite character of all time.
Well,
I have a tattoo of his.
I thought you liked Venom. Oh, Morbius, because, it's Morbin time and all that jazz.
God damn it. You did it. You did it again. Actually, I haven't even cracked open my copy of Morbius that your co-host Robert gave me for my birthday. Or Christmas. It was Christmas.
I have a history of buying novelty Christmas gifts.
Oh, yeah.
But today, we're actually... So, we haven't actually delved into Amazing Fantasy 15. So, we are diving into Amazing Spider-Man because it's all out of order anyways.
In typical Stories with Issues fashion.
This actually, the origin. You know Spider-Man's origin, right? Actually, no, yeah, he was. Spider, what's his name? Spider-Ham was actually bitten by a radioactive, irradiated Ant-Man.
I was making the stupid Simpsons movie joke. That wasn't even supposed to be like...
Spider-Ham. No, so I'm serious. Spider-Ham was a spider that was bitten by an irradiated spider Ant-May pig.
That's it.
That turned...
I'm putting my 2 weeks in.
No, you're not.
I thought it was. I thought he fell into his device, and then the device gave him half spider DNA.
No, that's later. That's Miguel O'Hara. That's Spider-Man 2099.
He's testing you.
Wow.
He's testing you.
I thought he got injected with... I thought he had to inject himself with stuff every single day for some reason, which we don't know yet because we haven't seen the next movie.
Poor James would never see... None of us would see the sequel to that film.
Oh, actually, it got announced that it's going to come out next year.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like 2 hours ago it got announced. I'll show you. I'll send you the link later. Anyway, we are
the
covering
gods have blessed us.
No, they're sending the animators to the animation stretch shop. So could
Yeah,
say that.
they started the
Yeah.
animation.
Oh yeah, all the sweatshops.
We're covering Amazing Spider-Man #1, written by Steve Ditko. Actually, written by Stan Lee with art by Steve Ditko. And we have the opening cover, and then we have the previously in. I don't know what to call this one page of all the people yelling at Spider-Man. Do you have anything to offer a name for it, Robert
The credit
or Jen?
page. The credit page.
Yeah, the credit page, the
Well,
credits and or the.
The amazing credit page.
Here's a little low drop. We had to reshoot this episode, so some stuff might not be a genuine reaction, but we had the same discussion when it came to this page and that recording
Listen,
too.
do you think I remember every discussion that we have about comic books, Robert?
Well,
Obviously.
really, that's rich coming from you, Mister. Oh, I've already told you this about the McFarlane news. I don't claim to be as passionate about his comic books or action figures like you do. Well, you open up the book and it's literally the credits page, my man. Literally the credits page.
Lalo's the
Alright,
kind of comic book nerd. He reads the credits page and he just spends 2 hours on that, and then he blows the rest of the comic book in like 5 seconds. That's Lalo right there.
You know what, Jens? I'm gonna drive down to Utah and kick your ass.
Try me. I can fight you off with the power of.
I'll actually be driving
I don't
up,
know.
not down.
That's crazy. It depends
That
if you're
is
upside down.
crazy.
Like if you're from Australia, it'd be down.
From where we're at, we'd be driving up.
All right. Okay, Palmer Nazi, fuck off.
Hey.
Yeah, no Nazis allowed here. Only communists.
What?
Okay, continuing on.
Yeah. So we open the story following the morning after Peter Parker made
Morning
his
after what?
appearance as Spider-Man. Peter Parker made his appearance as Spider-Man, cursing the damned costume that he put on, wishing it all to be a dream, when in reality he knows that his Uncle Ben is dead. He knows that he's stuck with his powers and with this goddamn suit for the rest of his life.
Hey, but he's got the big bod. He's got the bod now, right? Remember the.
He does got the bod. He
remember
does got the bod. Ultimate
Remember Spider-Man 1? Spider-Man 1, they're like, hey, what happened? Peter, is anything wrong? And he looks down, he's like, big changes.
Nope, big changes. I got a big thing now.
Oh my god.
So he gets that as a perk no matter what, right? Mary Jane will have a great.
Anyway.
Since I have Nitro, I get sounds from other channels I'm part of.
Nice.
Damn it.
ADHD brain.
So he goes downstairs and he's getting ready for another day of school. Well, he sees someone asking Aunt May for rent money, which like is later established that they own the house. So like, who the fuck is this guy
Give me your
asking
money.
for rent?
Did you of all people should know what a retcon is, Mister. Oh, why don't they get married again, Mister? You know, bring back Peter Parker and MJ.
Oh yeah,
Mister
Yeah,
Retcon over
fair.
here.
Just call it time travel.
Anyway,
No, it's called Making a Deal with
Peter
the
is
Devil.
like
Oh, Mephisto.
the devil. I'll take the devil. Fuck
Yeah.
Fuck that story.
It's because of Flashpoint. It had such big ripples that actually.
God damn it, Jens. We don't talk about Flashpoint just like we don't talk about Fight Club.
Well, we do a lot of flashpoints on the channel, though.
Or one more day.
Uno mas.
Anyway.
Well, how do you say one more day in Spanish, Lalo?
Uno más día.
Un día más.
Un día más.
Anyway, so we see the part. We see that Peter is like looking at his Aunt May being shaken down for money from a neighbor, and he is like, Aunt May, I think I should get a job. It's like, no, you're not. You're not getting a job. You are going to school. You're gonna stay in school, Peter. And it's like, well, I could do that, or I could like, I don't know, hunt down people in the night and take their money, like rob people of their money. This is his mental like, what a bastion of morality Peter Parker is. The minute that he is low on cash or anything, he is starts thinking about stealing from people.
And yet you idolize him.
Well, it's also the part, the idea of like he doesn't like he could be at the lowest of lows, and yet he still perseveres of being better.
I idolize robbers. What are you talking about?
Um,
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood
Daredevil.
is good. Daredevil doesn't steal.
I made my own comic book of him stealing. I'm kidding. I didn't.
Anyway, so Peter's like, okay, I'll go to my agent and get more bookings as Spider-Man. And he goes to his agent. And he's like, and his agent's like, okay, yeah, I'll get it started. I'll call Letterman tonight, and we will talk about it. We will talk
Mic
about it
on.
tonight, right? So he
Mic
goes to
off.
school. He goes to school and he's talking about like, he's like, they're all the classmates are talking about how the Spider-Man's gonna make an appearance of the Letterman show, and admission is only $1, and they're all like getting together, like, hey, we'll pitch in, we'll go, we'll see Spider-Man. Peter, do you want to go with us? And he's like, you get stuffed, you fucking dweebs. I can't go. And they're all like, well, obviously Parker is such a lame that he can't go with us. And
Oh, if they only
after
knew.
the show,
Wait. Is Parker okay? I know in some universes Peter Parker is like the bee's knees, but in other universes he's an absolute nerd loser, right?
in main continuity, he was a nerd in high school, like the dweeb,
You know
of,
who?
the king of the dweebs.
You know who also sounds like a dweeb right now? You. In the main continuity.
Shut the
Well,
fuck up.
he is Spider Lalo after all. He is a variant of Spider-Man.
But
so.
but
I am the Amazing Spider Lalo.
the question is which universe? I like how you didn't say 616 anymore, because you don't even know if it's 616 or if it's the movies anymore. Ha! Gotcha. Are you done
Fuck
fighting that?
off.
Are you done fighting that fight, or you're still gonna fight that fight?
I just call it main continuity.
So yeah, you're giving
MCU
up.
is its own multiverse dog. Hot take.
You're giving it up then, huh?
I have given up until Feige says otherwise.
Never back down. Never
Hey, yeah,
left.
you know we got Doomsday going on. They're gonna reset everything, dog.
Shut the fuck up.
It might be their flashpoint.
Honest.
It could be their flashpoint.
No, that's what's gonna happen. Robert Downey Jr. is gonna come in there and mess everything up.
No,
bro.
Robert Downey Jr. is gonna bring on Jared Leto, and Robert Downey Jr. are gonna go.
Morbid.
It's Morbin time, and
And they're gonna morb the entire universe to
and
shreds,
then,
bro.
and then it's gonna make more $1 billion. Don't you see that happen?
Yeah, people will go back and watch it.
I see that happening.
And
I
if
think.
that's what happens, I will quit comic books again.
No,
Get ready to quit.
nothing
comic
can
books
stop
on Lala.
Lalo.
Get ready to quit comic books on Lala. I have this spider sense. You can say that's gonna happen.
Okay, so after the showing, Peter goes, okay, his agent basically says to him, okay, what's your name? Tell me your name, and I'll write the check off to you. And Spider-Man's like, no, just write it up to Spider-Man. Write it to Spider-Man.
That's not how legal tender works, but okay.
That's not how it works. Even in 1962 is not how it works. I mean, so he goes to the bank, and the registrar is like, so this says Spider-Man. He's like, yeah, that's me. I'm Spider-Man. Do you have a driver's license that says you're Spider-Man? Do you have a birth certificate that says your name as Spider-Man? Because if so, I cannot give you the money, buddy. I was like,
got my
damn it.
driver's license last week.
So that night, Jonas writing a scathing article on how much Spider-Man is a menace. The morning after, Peter goes back to his agent, and basically, he's like, "Hey, I'm ready for the next show. Actually, there's no more show."
Womp womp.
Hello?
No more show.
You're alive, yes.
There's no more.
Why is there no more show?
What was
There's
that?
no more show forever because J. Jonah Jameson wrote this scathing article calling you a menace.
Well, screw J. Jonah Jameson, bro.
Man, counterculture.
He'll probably get
Hey,
blown up by a pumpkin bomb eventually.
Why
Right?
can't a man?
What you just
dress-
said?
What
Let
was
the man
that?
perform. He wants to be a performer.
What the fuck did you guys do? You both spoke at the same time.
The Jens I heard.
Oh no, the planets have aligned.
I've heard pumpkin bomb from Jens. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson, he's gonna get blown up by a pumpkin bomb eventually anyway, right? Like, just
Oh my gosh. Actually,
Oh, is this true?
in one
no, I
universe.
don't remember any.
And-
I
and-
don't
and-
remember any story that we covered that actually happened.
well, there has to be some sort of universe. You know, knowing how the multiverse works, there's gotta be a
It
universe where that
doesn't
happens.
matter. So
Yes,
So
it
J. Jonah
does. This
Jameson
is
goes
important
on TV.
information.
J. Jonah Jameson goes on TV and it's like, Spider-Man's some menace. Why? Because children may try to imitate this fantastic feats. Spider-Man wears a costume. He is a vigilante. It's kind of like what the Kingpin has been spewing off in the last couple of years of comics. We should honor real heroes, like my son, the astronaut, J. Jameson Jr. Or the third, I guess.
Basically, what I'm hearing is the entire plot of Civil War until it got to a point where it became personal.
Huh? What?
It's like vigilantes are evil. We need to be checked. They need to be checked by the government.
But Bucky though, Bucky.
I
Yes,
love
I know
Close
what
enough.
you're saying, Jen.
I love the
Bucky
fact
Barnes,
that-
Peter Parker, they both alliterate.
I love the fact that Jens is saying that, and he probably would never watch what's going on in the Daredevil Born Again. Spoiler alert, by the way.
No,
I haven't even seen there,
but you gotta.
bro. I gotta watch all the original ones and then catch up. How many seasons are there? How many episodes are there, dog?
There are 3 seasons of 13 episodes each.
That's not too horrible. I can watch that in the summer.
If you have no
Yeah, you
life, you
can.
can get it done in like 4 days.
Exactly. So basically, I just need to catch COVID and then lay down and watch that for 4 days.
Hell, I watched over the weekend. Remember that, Lalo? Because they were moving it from
Yeah,
Netflix.
you did.
So I literally binged the entire series of Daredevil. It gets a little confusing.
That's what I do in preparation. That's what I do in preparation of my birthday every year. I watch Daredevil from start to finish.
Does it make you want to become a vigilante and become blind?
Let's not talk about that part.
Let the
You are
devil-
Spider Lalo, bro.
Let the devil out, Lalo. We have that photo still. I still have that photo.
Shut the fuck up, Robert Fire.
Bro, I'm waiting for the day when Lalo shows up in like a mask and a suit and like actually beats up bad guys, bro. I'm ready for it.
Well, now you have told them my plan. Jesus Christ, Jens.
Well, we can just cut that out. Okay, edit and post, you know?
There's no editing here.
Voting shows if I can
okay.
edit.
So, Spider-Man goes next morning. He goes to the newsstands and starts reading just the scathing editorial that J. Jonah Jameson put out, and he's like, "Damn it! Okay, I'll look at the job postings." So he goes on to look for a couple of jobs, has a couple of interviews, but they're all telling him the same thing practically. You are a kid. You cannot work for me. I don't trust that you'll do a good job for me.
The damn youthful
And-
kids.
Clandestinely, as he's walking around through town, he catches Aunt May, and she is selling jewelry. Which, like, if you look at the pages, she is extremely happy to do this. This is supposed to be the moment of dedication for Peter, like the moment that he decides to act. This is the moment he decides to act on behalf of his Aunt May. But she is extremely happy with doing this. This is the jewelry that she didn't want. The jewelry that Uncle Ben gave her for and she would wear in an anniversary or something like that. This is the shit she want to get rid of.
I could tell she's already gotten over him or something. She's like, now I'm rich. I get all of his
No,
money.
This is just the shit that she didn't like.
I am deeply. Okay, that's enough slices. Enough of the sound projects.
Huh?
I will find a way to remove your privileges.
Nobody's doing that.
I-
Hey, don't worry. It was just because she was sad giving away her, actually very happy giving away her money
Do-
that I
do
did
you-
the sad horn in the clap.
Did you forget? I can see who does this on the Discord call. There's a
Oh, no.
there's a little emoji that pops up when you use it. Let me show you.
So
Whoever's doing
Peter,
the soundboard, raise your hand.
so Peter hits the wall in anger because it's all Jameson's fault.
Crash out, crash out, crash out.
Over at the next day, Peter goes
What? It's not
to
the morning
the
after?
to the. It's the next day. It's just the
Hey.
next day. Fuck you, Robert.
Good thing he didn't get rejected from the Vienna Art Institute, you know?
What the fuck?
I don't think I can keep that one in. I don't think I can keep that one in though.
Well, he's not. You know,
I-
Peter Parker, he's a good man.
No, I don't think I can. I don't think I can keep that in though. Like goodness.
And Roylands. What the fuck?
We can keep it in there. It's up to you.
You're too educated for your own good, aren't you?
Oh yeah. You know, like Jean-Jacques Rousseau said himself, the core of all evil is education.
That's not it, Jen. The core of all evil is more it's idiocity.
Well, Genji has
And
And
to
you,
have
my
both.
man.
Somehow, paradoxically, you have both.
Lalo, I'll be the supervillain. I'll become Venom. You become Spider-Man, and then we can just become homies afterwards again.
Why
Like,
won't-
I'll,
why
and I'll
don't
get
you-
like anti-venom or
why-
whatever.
Why don't you become the
Are we gonna
all-new
touch sticks?
Venom? What? Shut the
Probably
fuck up.
not, but you know,
Aw,
you can
the fuck?
definitely like.
Why don't you become the all-new Venom?
Is that what happens to Peter Parker and Flash Thompson, dog?
Well,
No,
Mary
no.
Jane is it's Venom right now.
Yeah, I was gonna tell him that.
Ha! I beat you to it.
Wait, who's Venom now?
Mary Jane
Mary Jane.
Watson.
Oh wait, so they totally have banged, yeah. That's kind of crazy.
I like that's what takes it.
Wait,
It's
wait,
literally
hear me
the
out.
worst. Next day, the next day,
They
Peter
make
goes
Venom
on
babies?
to the. God damn.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
The next day, Peter goes to the rocket launch to just as Jonah and James are preparing for the launch. The capsule goes into space, goes into the air, and suddenly there's a fucking what is the word?
Misinput.
A misfiring? No,
Misinput. I saw it was misinput.
misinput. Thank you.
Missed booster rocket.
There's a disaster happens where the directional technology on the ship has a failure, I guess.
Womp womp.
Spider-Man grabs his costume, goes on to the mission control. Yes, he goes to mission control basically, and Jonah goes, "It's your fault. It's your fault that this is going on. Spider-Man's you're a menace. You can't be here. What are you doing?" Spider-Man's like, "Shut the fuck up, Jonah. Just let me help." What can I do?
Save your child.
This is ground control to Major Tom.
We don't own that. We don't own that.
Don't worry, I just sang it with my own voice, so no one will tell.
I don't.
I know no one knows that song, right?
I don't think anyone can confuse Jensen's voice with David Bowie, so we should be good.
Bro, I'll just sing really like this too.
Basically, they tell him to get onto the rocket and start up the parachute system. But getting into the rocket would be impossible for a regular person. It's like, thank goodness I'm not a regular person. So he jumps on, gets on an airplane, hops onto the shuttle, and starts going crazy inside the shuttle.
Wait, go back. Was that his belly button out of nowhere?
Yeah, he was putting in his costume, Chance.
Oh, I was just confused. It's like he's just like talking to a casual citizen and his belly button poking out. He's like, "Oh, now I know you're white, Spider-Man. Ah, I got you."
You're a white man.
I thought that you were Latino or that
Well,
African.
that's
or
what
something.
happened in the Ultimate Universe when Miles Morales was roaming around. He got his costume torn, and a YouTuber caught him on camera and said, "Oh my God, it's the Black Spider-Man. We finally have a Black Spider-Man." And Miles was like, "I don't want to be Black Spider-Man. Can I just be Spider-Man?" And they're like, "No, because Peter Parker's a thing."
He can be an
And at that time, Peter Parker's dead.
He can be an Afro-Latino Spider-Man.
You can be the Afro-Latino Spider-Man.
I am Duckfro after all.
But I don't want to be the Black Spider-Man. I want to be Spider-Man. No, you can't, because that's a thing. Spider-Man's already a thing. So you're the Black Spider-Man. Just kidding.
Sheesh!
Oh, God,
Wait, you're gonna cut out my joke, but you're gonna keep that.
No. Damn it,
No,
Lalo.
Jarvis cutting
God
the
damn it.
gold page.
Nickelback. So edit it. Wait, edit it.
You don't,
You're
Edit
the
it so it says
Neighborino
Nickelback.
Spider-Man.
you don't pay me enough.
You're the Neighborino Spider-Man.
Sheesh! Bro, I'm telling you, put me saying Nickelback over Lalo saying that. It'll sound great.
No, it will not.
You're Nickelback.
Why do you guys make more work?
No one will ever know.
Why? Why is this like your mission?
So Spider-Man jumps into the ship, and he's on the shuttle, and is clinging for dear life as
As one
he
does.
activates the parachute system by punching it real hard.
That also makes sense.
As James lands on the ground, Spider-Man just fucks off.
I like the
Puts
fact
on,
I like
takes
the
off
fact
it.
I like the fact you just kind of said James, just so you just don't have to say J. Jonah Jameson the Third.
Yeah, James, that's his name. He's also No, he's not the Martian Man. No. What is he later on? The Wolfman. He's the Wolfman.
He's the one that Mary Jane bangs in Spider-Man 2.
It's Spider-Man 2, yeah.
Wait, what?
But he is. Yeah, she shows up in Spider-Man 2, Jens.
Yeah.
Wait.
He was that's when he was going to propose to Mary
Go
Jane.
home tonight.
Do we
Go
know that she
home
slept with
tonight.
this man?
Yeah, it's clear in the movie that they fucked.
Oh, that bastard declined my
She's a
vote.
wolf man. Is he half a wolf or half like what?
No, later on he turns into the Wolfman in the comics.
Dang.
And
So
in
Mary
the-
Jane's
in
a
the-
furry?
But in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, if you've never seen it, you should watch it. That show is awesome. In the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, he also is Captain Mercury. Captain Mercury? Yeah,
So you're
I think it's Captain Jupiter, because he has he has the strength of, like, his body density changes because of how angry he gets, or like his heart rate, his elevated heart rate. See, I remember a lot of shit from my childhood.
So
Never
we can't
doubt
be with
me on
Mary
that.
Jane again after that, or else Mary Jane will die.
What?
Also, Mary Jane's a furry then? Like,
What in the
He's not the Wolfman. He's not the Wolfman in that movie.
it's afterwards. Okay.
He's the Wolfman in the comics. Sometimes
Oh.
Captain Jupiter.
sometimes?
I think I broke Lalo.
No, you're gonna make him crash.
Crash out. Crash
Crash
out.
up.
Crash
Crash
out.
up. Crash up.
Lalo's just snapping. He's like,
Usually that.
Next morning, Peter Parker is.
Usually when I say that, I usually get something thrown at my face by my coworkers. But you can't do that here. Haha.
ah.
This is a very this job environment is very against violence. I need you to know this.
What do you mean against violence?
Next morning.
I just bought you a
We don't have
$50 pack
an
of
outburst.
Pokemon cards. I can run them in front of you and watch you cry.
Don't know. Last time we used violence, we fired the other guy.
No, we didn't use violence against him. We just kind of cut him off from our lives.
And I hit him in a book. I hit him in the face with a book. Mid recording.
Yeah, that was you, not me.
That was him. That was my letter of resignation for him. That was my. That's not a letter of resignation. That's
you Zuckerberging him, putting you away.
yeah. That was me hitting him with a book. Was my way of firing him.
You're bad.
You cast him to the underworld.
I'll post that video if this video gets 1,000 likes.
No, we're never gonna see that video.
I'm down for it.
Let's not post actual assault. Proof.
Dude, it's more likely for lightning to strike on Lalo right now than that. I'm just saying.
Anyway,
1,000 likes.
You never know.
We're working on it though. We'll make it 1,000 one day.
You never know.
That's the hope. Make it big.
You're
Comic book
gonna.
so
These are
next
come back in
morning,
style.
Peter Parker. Next morning, Peter Parker opens up the newspaper
Oh yeah.
because he's a masochist, apparently.
Oh yeah.
And the headline goes, "This newspaper demands that Spider-Man be arrested and prosecuted." Editorial by J. Jonah Jameson. And his face of utter defeat, as Jonah is explaining on TV, that Spider-Man orchestrated the entire accident in the space shuttle, attacked the armed officers, hijacked the plane, all to get into the shuttle to make sure it crashes, which fortunately it did not. And it ends the editorial with a wanted picture of Spider-Man, reward for his capture. And the face of utter disbelief in Peter is glorious. It is gold. It is pure gold.
You enjoy seeing Spider-Man in pain?
The next chapter is Spider-Man versus that chameleon.
Okay, honestly,
Spider-Man gets a newspaper.
I know this is a pretty impactful. This is what sets up. I hate the fact that this story is just kind of thrown in at the end. It's like, really, like they could have wrapped up that last story.
It is a follow-up of all because of how the chameleon is reading actually the newspaper. That he read that editorial, right? It's like, oh, Spider-Man has it bad. I'm gonna make his life much worse. So Spider-Man's getting ready in the morning, and he is going over to the Four Freedoms Plaza, which, for all that you don't know, that's the home of Reed Richards, Susan Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, the Fantastic Four. As
Say
he's
that again?
sneaking into the window, people. Ben Grimm, Susan Storm, Johnny Storm, and Reed Richards, the Fantastic Four.
That
God
joke.
damn it!
There we go.
It went over my head. But as he is jumping into the Four Freedoms Plaza, outlookers are like, "Look, it's Spider-Man! What is he doing with the Fantastic Four?"
Probably up to no good. Up to no good at all.
Probably up to no good,
Someone's
indeed.
breaking in.
And Ben is actually the first one to see that Spider-Man jumped inside into a sealed glass tube.
As one does, casually.
Spider-Man opens the tube, and he gets clobbered by Ben. He immediately
By
started
the
a fight.
Ben.
Hey, the Fantastic Four are the aggressors in this situation. I mean, yes, Peter broke in. Peter broke in.
Like that's the grounds for. At this point,
But no. He wasn't the one that started swinging.
Okay.
That was Ben.
No, because he has the right to defend his own living space, does he not?
Wait. Is
Okay.
home defense legal in New York, though? That's the real question.
That is a good question,
You got to think about it this way, though. This man is dressed up like a spider who's just been accused by... Shut up for a fucking minute, okay? Has just been accused of domestic terrorism by a semi-big newspaper, right?
Semi-big. It's actually the biggest one in New York, but okay.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that, Mr. fucking, actually. So, you guys sit down and think of what's going on in, the Fantastic Four's head, and saying, oh, hey, the guy that's just become, who's, looking for a gigantic domestic terrorist. Oh, look, he's in our house. What does he want to do with us? Is it not a reasonable
Alright,
expectation?
Well, can you hear me, guys? I have
Yes.
something to play.
Oh, We got
This is what Google has to say.
we got Matthew Murdoch over
Yeah.
here.
Force in self-defense, especially within your home, under the castle doctrine, which eliminates the duty to retreat. However, you must reasonably believe you or someone else is in imminent danger of death or serious injury, and the force used must be proportional to the threat.
So,
So yeah, they're the Fantastic Four are totally in the right.
Your Honor, my defense rests the case.
we have technology.
Okay, SpongeBob. So as Ben just starts swinging at Peter. Peter grabs Ben and throws him against the Human Torch.
You
Mr. Fantastic is trying to grab him in his hands, so he makes them bigger so he can grab him. Spider-Man webs him up and starts unloading what I imagine is just a full canister of webbing on Mr. Fantastic.
Sheesh, that's rated R right there.
Fantastic.
Susan grabs the lasso and throws it at Peter, which
Okay.
Spider-Man retreats by grabbing it and spitting her like a spitting top or a Beyblade or a trompo
A
Oh,
trompo.
Oh, pardon
until
me.
Spider-Man is. A trompo is it's a Mexican toy that is basically a spinning top with a string.
Or like those spinning birds or whatever.
So Blade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like that one video of Barbie spinning in the air and falling into the fire.
Yes. So finally, Spider-Man is surrounded by Johnny, but Peter is again the strong one there is. He has the thickest plot armor and starts jumping across from wall to wall as Mr. Fantastic makes himself huge in order to stop Peter. And to which at that point Peter goes, "I'm out. I just want to ask you guys for a job." To which Mr. Fantastic logically just shrinks down to his regular size and goes, "What the fuck? What? Yeah, and Spider-Man starts discussing with him.
Why does Dog have to break in to do that though? Dog could just knock door.
That's what you see. That would have been, but he was also worried that he would get caught, or like he thinks, oh, they think I'm a menace. So like, why would I?
Oh yeah, he could get captured or something. But also walking straight into their place
Yeah.
makes him even seem more of a menace.
Busting
I don't know.
through-
This
busting-
Spidey kid's an early Spider-Man. He's still working on it.
Busting through a skylight. Really, Peter? Really?
I know. They probably put a lot of hard work into that decoration.
So
Especially being a
Don,
non-profit.
Mr. Fantastic goes, yeah, Mr. Fantastic goes, "We don't have a job to offer you. We're a non-profit." And Spider-Man's like, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, you came to the wrong place, pal. This
We
isn't
don't-
General
we-
Motors. We just
we don't get
we just keep
paychecks.
enough money to pay for our expensive. Every other cent goes into developing the most effective super crime fighting apparatus we can make. Besides, so Spider-Man's like, what the hell? So like, you don't have a staff? You don't have like, no. We do. We pay them. We don't pay ourselves. If you were to join us, you wouldn't get a salary,
Wait,
which is
wait.
unfair to you.
Wait, so are you saying they don't hold and make money off the patents of all the inventions they make, like the Fantastic?
Yeah, so we make $1,000 off of the Fantastic Car. We gotta pay the taxes on that, and the money, every money that goes into that patent, guess what? Goes into more research because Stretcho can't just keep inventing.
But you know how much money they would be able to generate? How much money they generate if they have a flying fucking car?
Yeah, but you gotta think about how much money doesn't. Like, we had a fight over at Times Square last week.
Okay,
That's gonna cut into our budget.
well, no, because later on there's a government organization called Damage Control, which takes care of that for them.
Yeah, but not right now.
Yeah, but you
Wait,
gotta
are you telling me that these petty crimes are single-handedly stopping a utopia of Fantastic Four inventions to be spread throughout the world? Just these crimes they have to stop?
When you say it like that, it sounds ridiculous, but yes.
Yes.
It was 1962, man. What do you want?
63.
True. They didn't have like there wasn't even civil rights at that time yet, bro.
Continuing on.
So the
Here's your
chameleon is
fact checking.
basically the chameleon is basically going around town and reading newspapers like the latest in Spider-Man. It's like, that Spider-Man fella. They think him a criminal. I speak not a German. That's not a German accent. I speak in Russian accent so he can. So no, that's not a Russian accent either. That's awful. Anyway, the chameleon's whole idea is basically I will pretend to be Spider-Man in order for him to have less and less fame. Basically, ruining his life.
That's a true
Right?
Gopnik move. Gopnik. Eat an egg. Eat
And
an
I will also use all my my technology and my mask making abilities in order for me to steal shit. Because I want shit.
Bro, how are people so good at like science stuff in this world? Like they just like, oh yeah, I just like solved everything in science 10 seconds ago,
I
and now
built
I
a
can use it to
giant-
fight crime.
I built a mechanic, armor piece. I have a flying coal.
Same way you turn yourself into a pickle, Jens. It just happens.
That was bad though,
Anyway.
even by your standards.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Jens.
Thank you, Jens. So that he starts stealing stuff at Spider-Man. And Spider-Man's like, "What the fuck?" So he gets off. He gets away in a helicopter. Spider-Man's following him. Spider-Man's like, "Wait, what happened? It's him. It's a Spider-Man. He's the one who trapped us. He robbed us." Spider-Man's like, "Wait, what do you mean? He's right there.
What do you
I'm
mean?
right here."
What do you mean I robbed you?
So Spider-Man's trying to use a catapult move or a slingshot move. I think it's a slingshot move. He uses it a lot in the movies.
Slingshot. Yeah, slingshot. Look,
And in the
look,
Spider-Man
look.
in the Spider-Man PS5 video
Look,
game.
Look! It's
Is
part,
that-
it's,
is
it's,
that-
it's
is
that
that
piece
fake?
of
Is that
popular
fake?
media from that one piece of popular media. I've been frozen since
Yeah.
this show. It feels so
So
good.
he jumps onto the skyline, makes himself a little parachute, starts following behind the chameleon, who is trying to get away into a communist
A Soviet
submarine.
Soviet submarine. Come on, you like this era
Soviet
of
submarine.
you like the alliteration era of comic books? Admit it.
A Soviet submarine. Yes, he gets into a Soviet submarine, and Spider-Man catches on, rips the door out of the helicopter, and at that point, I would be like, you know what? I surrender. You just ripped the door out of my helicopter. I have nothing. I put the handcuffs on me. I don't care.
See,
Just don't kill me.
That's
please.
why you be a bad criminal.
I'd be like, you know what? Slap the handcuffs on me. I'm fine. And motherfucker just, what do you mean? He ripped the door out of the helicopter with his bare hands.
You gotta remember,
You're not telling me.
You're dealing with.
You're telling me at that point you wouldn't give up?
You're dealing with supervillains here. You're supposed to think of like a grand scale. You gotta think, a dictator of a fictional country in the, Slavic states of, Europe. Latveria. Gotta think Victor Von Doom, levels of success.
No Dr. Doom power. I can put masks on.
Okay,
That's it.
Okay,
That's all I got, my man.
Dr. Doom is just a guy in a mask with some fancy electricity, from what I remember.
No, he's not. He has magic powers.
Then learn
He has
some
magic powers. He has
th-
super strength.
Then learn some magic that gives you super strength. Boom, problem solved.
Anyway, Spider-Man turns him in, and the chameleon starts a smoke, like a smoke bomb that gives him the chance to get away.
Hey, yo,
Spider-Man's
hot
like, what the
box that hard,
fuck?
man.
And he looking for the chameleon everywhere as he is putting on a different costume and dressing up as a cop. But as the lights are off, Spider-Man's senses starts going off. Like, wait a minute, and he's using literally like his spider sense to stop the chameleon. And he, as a last resort, he turns off the light, which Spider-Man jumps in from the wall into the chameleon, ripping, battling with what looks to be like a cop for the other police officers, and he rips off the Spider-Man costume. He rips off his T-shirt and reveals that the chameleon was in fact the chameleon because he revealed the Spider-Man costume that he had underneath.
Quick statement. It's not like these cops
Yeah, go for it.
weren't already transporting someone. Like there were only two cops in the elevator. What went through their minds? Oh look, there's another cop now. Where did this guy that we were transporting go?
Yo, there's a third one, guys.
Like, hey,
There's
this is
a
the
third one
third
over
cop
here.
now. When did that happen? Like, when
Did we get another pig?
You know what? Maybe. Okay, Lalo, bye. Maybe this random guy that's now randomly a cop is the guy that we don't, think of. Maybe this is why crime's so bad in New York City that vigilantes have to
He
take up the
relies
mantle.
on vigilantes.
Yes.
Vigilante crime.
Yes, because a simple, process of elimination of, oh hey, there's now 3 cops.
Oh
and
hey,
there should be
you were
2.
with me before. I was with me before. Spider-Man was here. What are you?
Yeah, exactly. Simple processes of elimination.
Hey, I know Officer Ramirez and me were here. We know Spider-Man was here. Who are you? Who are you, dog?
Yeah, like, hey, can I see your badge and ID, like something to prove that you're not the guy?
What's your badge number, Officer Sivich?
Something to
What's your badge
prove.
number?
This is something to prove that you're not the mascot this guy that we just arrested
The guy
maybe
who can
5
make
minutes ago.
a costume. The guy who perfectly emulated Spider-Man's costume / abilities.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes ago.
That's
Just the thought
That's
right
impressive. That's impressive.
here. That's good shit. Good shit right there.
I
So
didn't even-
Spider-Man,
I didn't
as
even
soon as
think
he
about
reveals
that till now.
that the chameleon was in fact the chameleon, he basically fucks off. And the newspaper off the same morning was revealing like the Fantastic Four are reading the newspaper saying basically clearing Spider-Man's name and arresting the chameleon. And Ben is actually remarks that of course he was a teenager. He's just as dumb as you are, Johnny. And somehow Johnny ends up catching strays.
As one does, honestly.
And the issue ends with Spider-Man telling us what will come next. And the next is actually the Vulture.
Oh, you mean the old man with
The Vulture. And then issue 3 is issue 3 is Dr. Octopus, and it's awesome. I want to talk about that issue someday.
Someday, if this video actually does well.
And that is Amazing Spider-Man #1 by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko. And this is Backlogged for Stories with Issues. Thank you for watching. I'm Lalo.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Jens.
Please
Who was
like and
real
subscribe.
quiet the last couple of minutes for the episode.
I'm just pressing. I'm listening to that star.
I to be honest, I think he was asleep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good rest of your night, and please like and subscribe.
God bless.